what the Poverty Truth Commission seems to do is bring humanity back into the room, like a safe space to actually be human. And the impact for me is, I think I've said that, is the confidence that I actually do belong in these environments. My voice is valid because I've always had that issue that, you know, of where I've come from and my experiences, and, you know, it's the imposter syndrome. And my contribution is just as valuable as somebody who's got, you know, who's a doctor. This is my seat at the table.
The story begins with this COVID, where things changed. I can't remain in this kind of situation. I have to find a way out. And the member of the group were very understanding. Even they encouraged me. They say, you are not alone in this. Yeah, I was really happy to hear that.
It's really good to have that opportunity to contribute to something where you don't usually have that, like you don't just as an individual person have the opportunity to talk to all these people high up in organisations. What I usually come back to is the similarities of life experiences between grassroots commissioners and business and civic leaders. So it wasn't a case of here's all the people who are broadly working class, second generation immigrant, just grown up poor, and that's how they have stayed, versus this group of people who grew up middle class and have always been in middle class professions. You could have pairs of people where a grassroots commissioner and a business or civic leader had the same start for the first 20 years to adulthood or more, and then something happened that sent one of them down the path to poverty. Being able to talk about people's life experiences meant it broke down that feeling of us and them. People could suffer bereavement or chronic illness or a relationship breakdown, whatever their financial position. So that also helps to bring that, we're all people together, because whilst poverty makes everything harder, that shared experience of grief and loss and struggle and frustration was something that could bring us all together. So the people who had the positions of more power could then use their own experiences to feed into the importance of listening to the people who were in poverty. You always know more when you know the actual people rather than just the data.
It was a feeling like I'm not alone. There are more like me. I am from a very closely knitted family. After a few meetings with the other commissioners, it was like a family, and it was always good to be with them, discuss with them and sit with them. Yeah. When we admit, it means we understand, we know that we are wrong, and this admission is the first step to correct it.